can't Dave you, Dave.
Well, if everyone is here...
Sorry, Dave. We're allowed of bagels.
And Vector, if you want to listen into the murder case, then you can watch the live online profile.
I'll listen in when I can. I'm just during the mission right now.
Alright, let's begin.
Don't you mean continue?
Class trial
continue.
interrupted. I'm Monomi, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. Nakito's leader Byakuya got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. Because I believe in everyone.
Sorry, Monomi, I think
So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Okay, I saved, just now. Okay.
Well, what now?
Hey!
Okay, so Bex, I think it was Teruteru, personally. I know that Renai feels the same way.
I don't think it was me. That's racial profiling.
We're all Japanese!
Are you sure about that? I come
He's
from
like
the
the
country division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Teruteru's like a hillbilly Japanese.
Yeah, but he's pretty good with the spatula.
Yeah, okay, let's continue.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Suspicion, yes.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
It's so Teruteru.
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
On the table. Take me with
Well,
Galileo?
even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Oh, poor Nagito.
Wow.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Bet.
Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? Because he doesn't have any bloodstains on him.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it.
But meanwhile, Teruteru could have just changed cooking outfits, so he probably had an apron on.
Because under the
He stepped into
table,
the floorboards.
there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
He stabbed Byakuya to death.
Drowned in
It's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
It could have been a tablecloth because there was one in the laundry basket.
I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
So you couldn't have
Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter, and it's the tablecloth that we found in the laundry basket.
No, it's Mikan's blood.
It was all these bagels!
I can prove it with this!
Yeah.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
I'm wondering about that.
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder? You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you, wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too? Then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
But under Byakuya. Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
Considering he was stabbed with skewers, That's a lot of splatter.
Well, the thing is, you have a lot of arteries in your body. They shoot out pretty quick because there's a thing called blood pressure.
Talk to Mikan about that.
And he's a big boy, so he's got a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Or was a big boy.
There's just
I don't understand at all.
The place
It's
where
totally because I'm not paying attention.
the place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different.
Huh? Hajime. You look like you're onto something.
It's really on something.
But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto
Riddle me
something.
this, Batman.
It's still not clear what that is.
this, fat boy.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward,
Please take a seat, but
we should
don't
put
sit
aside
down.
all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
She's the ultimate gamer, so she's already played Danganronpa and knows all the answers.
Shut up.
In scenes, in scenes where I have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right
Improved
letters in
it.
order so like your keyword is like a little puzzle game. Various
This
letters.
is not improved. No.
Oh,
You're
God.
gonna realize this is not improved at all.
It's just Hangman's Gambit all over again.
Yeah,
Two
but it's
different-
not improved. It's horrible.
Wait, if two different letters clash, you'll take damage. If two the same letters clash, it will fuse? What?
Yeah, this is. You'll see what happens.
I sneezed, what?
Move? When I watch this video and like the Hangman's Gambit thing comes on my phone, I get anxiety. I get major anxiety.
Why?
I don't know. I just get anxious.
Nobody knows the words, yeah.
What?
No.
The left button.
Okay.
But can you spell knife?
Can you spell knife? You can only catch one letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the right mouse button, while you have a letter cut, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. That's how you release the
It's
letter.
pronounced Kaif.
Catch and release, change position of letters, and hit letters into each other. Okay, interesting. Firing the letters. Catch and right mouse button, right mouse buttons. Erase letters and we will clear the game.
God, it's like we're playing cool math games or something.
It is basically
Right.
cool math games, to be honest.
You're right. Lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the right mouse button to fire the letter, press the left mouse button. That happens at the same time the letter blows up and you can't shoot. What? What?
This is confusing.
This is...
Yeah, that's why you gotta experience it too, just now.
Yeah. Tam, would you please be careful? Do you understand now? Not really. Okay, thank you. Good luck and have fun. Oh, boy.
Okay. So, hold on, pause here. Well, not actually pause, but like, so, basically, there'll be a bunch of letters that'll just move around, and what you gotta do is get one letter, and then another letter together to fuse, and it becomes a big letter, and that's when you strike it with whatever button they tell you, and that's where you have to add, that will add it to the word list, and make sure it's gonna be in order from the, so. It is complicated, but you'll
Okay.
Trial and error.
Oh,
try
yeah.
it.
Trial and
That's why I keep making fun of it, being like improve Hangman's game,
Yeah,
what
I
they say.
figured. The place where Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I think I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it.
Fucking spell it.
Something is coming to me. It's a little bit more. There's a feeling I can see something.
Dark
A little
side.
more. It has to be full. Ooh, new Hangman's Gambit song.
Okay, here we go.
Under the floor.
So see those letters?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can press escape just to see the controls. For,
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Next
So-
release. Okay. Control. Hidden problem.
So where's there it is, the catch one. So that's where you absorb a letter,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you can place it down
With
on to
Okay. I think I figured. I think I get it.
Okay, good. Let's see.
Okay, so I have
Make
to-
sure, and also make sure letters, like the letters that are different, don't hit each other, or else you'll like lose damage. You'll take damage.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's why this is not improved at all.
Oh, okay.
And remember, you're spelling the word from in order. So
Yeah, okay.
first so because I'm gonna tell you this, it's under the floorboards, of course.
Yeah, under the floor. Yeah, under the floor.
So you gotta find U first, and then so on.
And
so
now do I have to find N in order?
But we did find him. He's right here.
Shut up, Takkul.
So I have to find N now, right? Like I can't spell the word by just finding the right letters. I have to find U and then.
No, you haven't added it because you haven't fused the same letters yet.
Oh, I see. Okay. So,
You'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, you'll get the hang of it. Just
You literally got tie them.
There you go. That's how you do it. Those don't take the damage because they're the same letters. And you can destroy them so they won't be a roadblock as long as they're fused.
It's actually quite, in a way, it's simpler, but it's a little more. Under the sea.
This is giving it to me right
now. Apparently this one is overwhelming. Like the first trial is always overwhelming for
really?
I guess same goes for V3, but that's because it's a long game.
Oh, okay, so this.
Yeah.
Oh, what were they thinking?
So the idea is to keep them from colliding with each other.
Yeah, so you won't take damage.
Interesting. Oh.
You're fine.
Okay. Like,
as long as you don't do your health.
Connected. Okay. That's kind of cool. I mean,
you're also getting points, by the way.
The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
There we are.
Under the floorboards?
Under the floorboards. Okay.
Under the sea?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck
Does
a weapon
Hajime
through
and
one of the
Teruteru
gaps,
have the same voice
they could have
actor?
stabbed Byakuya
No.
to death.
No, it's not the same. Johnny Yonbach does not voice Teruteru.
Yeah. I think it's Todd Haberkorn or somebody that sounds similar.
I have
If
no
so,
idea who you all are
that
talking
means
about.
The killer was able to get
It's
under
the
the
cool
floorboards.
voices.
Where? How? I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards.
Well, of course. I just announced
Is it
myself.
Chiaki or
It's
Gundham?
Gundam, because he went under to get to the earring back.
Yes.
Gundam, tell me.
You're the only one!
Fools
You're the
wouldn't know
killer.
anything any other way.
You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the
Hellhound earring.
About that
Peasant.
earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
There it is! I found it! Truly, this is the Hellhound earring!
Don't forget twist.
It seems God exists for my benefit after all.
I see. Good for you.
Yes. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building.
To ashes.
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation.
Yeah, because they have the sprite for it.
And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So,
Gundham knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's
Well, of course.
understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my
The
four
power
dark
of the
daemons
four
of
dark
destruction,
demons of
it is of no
destruction.
concern.
There's no concern.
I was so excited.
Truly, this is the evil fourth
Evil
eye.
fourth eye.
Before the might of the,
The
evil,
night of the
fourth,
evil
eye,
fourth
all
eye.
visual chaos,
All visual
is, rendered
chaos is
asunder.
rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
She's such a fool.
Pipe your
Shut
mouth,
up.
little pipsqueak.
I swear, she just spends her free time with
Oh!
Yeah.
Man up and speak more clearly! Fine, I shall tell you all.
Tell you all.
The answer was,
The
in,
answer
the
was in the storage room.
I knew it! The box is in the back. They're covering
Mikan's.
One of my
Jean
four
P,
dark
good
devas
job.
of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jean P, has seen beyond the chaos.
You get
Nice. Yeah.
to cool you and Gundham are as one.
Finally,
Of course.
they fused.
They've
Simply our spirits have been kept away by the means of this mortal plane.
Oh, I like the back of his jacket too. Look at that.
Wait, this game?
Huh? You see that?
Cute.
The pixel? Sort of? I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, yeah, that's the unique design of this jacket. There's a
Anyway,
spike.
before you click on, back there,
Yes.
just checking to see if you're alive. That's all.
Someone messaged me in general.
Carry on. Gundham Tanaka. If only my deviant parental figures could have given a more proper name befitting me. Well, it'll have to suffice.
See, the goal, you have like okay, so the actual Gundam is like freaking like in his own world, but then you add like him being like a rich boy in his own world. It sounds
Yes.
weird, but it's just lesser than him.
So good. Okay.
No, though personally, I don't think he treats everybody like that, but we'll see him.
Wait, what? You don't think what? Who?
Personally, like, I like seeing Gundam just be like, you're peasants, and everybody is like lesser mortals.
Okay.
Carry on.
A
Please,
secret
one.
passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a
Underground,
large
lurks beneath
assortment
a
of
large
random
assortment
boxes.
of random boxes.
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboard.
He used a lighter.
From the supermarket.
I wish you could listen to the audio like in Persona in the logs.
And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own two hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my
Behold
power!
my power.
I like at the end of the sentence where he said hands, he said hands. Ha! It's so funny.
There he
Yeah.
goes blabbing about power and crap.
Yeah,
You're
you know, like
ridiculous.
the voice
You're just a
actors
breeder,
actually
you
have
know.
fun with
Just a breeder, you know.
What?
You know the voice actors having fun with this.
Oh, he's having
Not
so much fun. with
just
it.
any reader. Little peasant. The ultimate reader.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
Oh, you're right. The storage room is like right next to it.
I see. If
the
they
kitchen's
passed
even
through the
closer.
storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
I thought she was going to say it,
Never
not
change.
like sound it out.
Never change to be.
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, but That means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there
You're
anyone
only
who was able
indicating
to do
yourself,
that?
Teruteru.
You're only pointing yourself out.
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
She had to take a shit!
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party...
was Fuyuhiko.
Don't even think about it.
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout...
Look at Nekomaru. Look at him suffering.
He's just wanting to go.
Obviously has to be him!
That must be Byakuya.
Baby face.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
The dub is so good.
see? You're making threats again!
Like, the voice acting in this game is so good.
Yep, that's right. Things
Yeah,
are starting to get exciting.
Get out.
Oh boy, good news. You're not allowed to use the silencer. Red mouse button, shoot down the white noise, and then you shoot down the time limit. Increase a little. Okay, so Blood said that it's recommendable that I shoot all of the white noise that I see. Is that true?
That's because, well, yeah, but honestly, if you know what you're doing, yeah, but like, to get more time, you shoot down the white noise.
Okay.
Because it is highly recommended. Honestly, that was the one thing I would criticize you about in like the first game.
Okay.
Besides everything else. That's cool.
Cancel the white noise on the tier, your silencer, somewhat pointless. Your little bang bang to do your heart content. Okay. Bang 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 bang. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If you hit the white noise, you get more time. If you hit like not the white noise, you lose time.
Alright.
So.
It's definitely going to be Chiaki's account. Because Fuyuhiko only...
During the party, the killer was
The
lurking
killer?
under the floor like a cockroach!
And they could have stared at panties all day.
Oh my god.
Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act
They're
like I'm
looking
the
at
fucking
panties.
killer!
But when the party
You are a
started,
killer, technically. Because you're a Yakuza.
nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi!
There it is.
The culprit is self-evident.
Look at Nekomaru's lightning. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like.
During the party, he was
shadow.
lurking under the
Without going to the store,
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the...
But when the party, nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
Oh, no.
EDI!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
I love Chiaki too. We all love
Who's
Chiaki.
checking? Oh yeah. What happened to Fuyuhiko?
Oh. Hey, what are you doing here? All alone in a place like this.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko
Oh,
after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Look at Ibuki.
Maybe there really is a
Pointing.
secret passage to go under the floorboards
You're
from
lame.
outside. And he came to spy. What'd you say,
Shut up,
motherfucker?
Teruteru.
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to
Clever.
go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely
the
went under the
floorboard.
floorboards
You
to the
were
storage
like,
room during the party. During the party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right.
How'd you know that?
I couldn't even see the office in that darkness. And that room was much closer.
But is it really
Unless
impossible?
Teruteru was already under there, looking at panties, and then noticed what was happening.
Gosh.
Looking at Byakuya's sweet bulge.
Wait, well, I admire many things.
Oh no.
It might be
Let
better
this
if we
buddy out.
examine
I
the
feel a
possibility
nosebleed
little bit
coming
more.
on.
Oh no.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
Or is
But
there?
I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Let's do this! Okay.
It's been like 2 days, dude.
Their living cave, party dishes, fire door, murder threat, kitchen equipment list.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
College was
Moving to the
back
storage room like that
during the dark out.
is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
That's impossible.
The killer's method for moving in the dark might be what that person suggested. If so, I might be able to prove that.
The hallway was really dark.
Oh, right, the kitchen equipment.
Oh!
Yeah! He used the hot pot burner.
Yes!
To see in the dark. Yeah, let me confirm it. The knife was found at the crime scene, not included in the equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently there's an iron plate for barbecue.
Portable stove!
And a portable stove for cooking hot pots. They used a light. It was the hot pot.
Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl.
Is it really not?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another
Imagine
pair
like
of night
people
vision
talking
goggles?
in that character voice, and it just sounds like a
Okay,
fast.
I'm gonna go with
Mickey
my
Mouse.
gut. What if they used a light?
What?
I agree with that.
I agree.
I consent with you.
Yeah, consent.
I know.
Time to eat
The
meat
killer had
together.
a light with him.
Oh, I was right?
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
You know, the list that I read.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pot.
A portable stove. Iron place, portable stove. I do recall seeing on the shelf up there. You know, this kitchen needs to be well kept. There should be no problems.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout. You see, I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Huh?
There's an argument in your hole.
What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me.
I love myself some hoes.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
God, he has so many ahoges.
No, that's wrong.
My ultimate technique.
No. Oh no. Okay.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
Nagito, why would you do this to me? What does it mean battle?
Dude.
It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it! There's no way I'm going to lose against someone like him. Damn you, Nagito.
Hajime, you can't stop me in my bagels.
Storage room to your party dishes, equipment list, fire door.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
Yeah, did
He
you?
said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi, after all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
Oh, the fire doors! The fire doors would have blocked it out.
Damn it!
He closed it off with the fire doors. Okay.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Are you doubting me, Hajime, and my bagel army?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
Fire doors would only see him in the dark.
What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi could was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
You're wrong!
Allow me to cut through those words!
No! Bagel Jr.
Eat this with your
Nagito, did you
bagels!
forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot? Huh? What are you talking about? There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
The fear what now?
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out. I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you? Who cares about that right now?
Nagito,
I do.
What are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it. No matter what it is.
I love that they have the characters like emote even when they're not talking.
Yeah.
So, you're
Look
telling
at that
me
smug
to call
little
out the
thing.
real killer. Oh yeah. Yeah, she was really smug. Even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark, and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using a glowing paint as a mark. So, the only killer I can think of is... you, and only you! You! No.
Points at self.
Points at himself.
Oh. Me.
This is like... You. Teruteru Hanamaru.
You're the only one!
You're the only Teruteru.
Could it be you?
I'm not causing terror to anybody.
What? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Teruteru's the killer? Is that true?
Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel. Teruteru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
Yeah.
The future of the culinary arts? That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
Come on, Teruteru.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So,
Now
what's
make me
an
a bagel sandwich.
aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos
That's
is
my
yummy
kid for
too?
you.
You should try some later.
Try some later.
Oh no. This girl just told me to taste asbestos.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Nagito, damn you and your bagels.
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed. That's right. What do you think about that?
They used the glowing paint.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundham should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That's literally related to the case, though.
That sounds super important! If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right? And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark. What was that mark? It was the pose.
Strike the pose.
I wish I could have seen that.
Oh, did we never take the duct tape as,
No.
Okay,
No.
so just a knife.
No.
Yeah.
I can prove it with this!
Sorry, I mean, take this.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was
Sorry,
applied to the
Chigizo.
knife, right?
Oh yeah, Chigizo, right.
Yeah.
Ah! By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Hey, you never points it out, but you just see the portrait on the left just seizuring even when they're not excited.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teruteru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know
Spreading
anything at
olive oil,
all.
dude.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
How did he get the knife? That's the question you're gonna ask.
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak. If Teruteru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
He was screaming from under the floorboard.
She heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout? That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teruteru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that
Wouldn't
far
have
to
been able
move
to hear
along the
everyone's
wall
voices
from the
with the
kitchen
doors
to the
closed.
dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh my god, did they just...
Yeah,
That-
They just did a Richard Eddie
They
reference.
just did another JoJo reference. Oh my freaking god.
Wow. Alright.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy.
Then a guy in the zipper just comes out of nowhere. Yeah.
Pervert! But I heard Teruteru's voice
Oh,
in the
shit.
dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
Swears on her honor!
That's right. Teruteru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer. No, that's not it.
It was you, Hajime.
Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame
Angry.
you. I just... You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teruteru's hope?
Oh.
You just admit it, Nagito.
Knife, Duralum, night vision, bloodstain under table, blood gaps in floor.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout? There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
There's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. I need to find it.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the
He
storage
was hiding
room
the
during the
Duralum
blackout?
case.
There's no way I went to the storage room.
god.
I mean,
I was
you know
somewhere
what?
totally different.
He's so tiny.
I definitely heard. It's handsome. Maybe it was recorded. Nope, definitely.
Right, as long as I have the fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Nice job, Neutral.
Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
But
As much as like a perv as he is, I don't like seeing that.
So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teruteru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teruteru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Oh,
my god, he's Cajun.
Yeah, he's Cajun now. He turned Cajun.
Oh my god. I hate the fact that I was right when I picked the voice.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm shook. We've broken him so bad that he's reverted to being Cajun now.
Where is he?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar! If Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teruteru actually there during that time?
I sure was! I was there the whole damn time!
Damn it, I want to do
Something
that
like this
voice.
shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake. Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories!
You want to give it a shot right now? Is it cool? Just read that.
I mean, that or the goofy one.
That voice, the one that you want to try out.
Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
That's so good.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However,
Pause.
I am not sure.
Hello.
I believe that he was...
Yeah, what's up?
Pause. So, how do you feel about Cajuns?
Cajuns?
V.
I like the
Fuck the swamp people.
I kind of like their spirit. Like, I mean, I love Rat Bag and Meat considering they're Louisiana.
Yeah.
Vector.
Sorry, in the middle of a raid. What was the question?
How do you feel about Cajun Southern?
Cajuns are discount. That's not even mean, it's true.
Wait, discount what?
They're discount French, like a lot of their culture is French. That's not even a mean comment.
That's fine.
I mean, you're right. But, like...
Alright, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Really good.
Before we get into like weird territory.
Yeah.
I do like that cooking, yeah.
Yeah, I like the cooking.
Oh god damn.
Is there any way we can decide?
I just realized he's a whistle in his chain. I like that.
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be
Well,
saying
we
things
died.
like that don't make no sense! Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Oh my god. That's one sassy
You
frog.
again.
Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the black night, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw a question at him. I'm sorry, I also
Oh! Jeez, Renai.
I can prove it with this.
Wait, that makes sense!
Because you would have known that you were in the dining hall when the power came back. And you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Whoa, what? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
No, this is a very important question.
This is a very important question.
Well, Teruteru,
This is why
if
we
you were
buy the
really in the
CGs
dining hall
in
at
the
that
store.
time, you should know the answer to that. Huh?
You didn't collect enough mono coins for this
It was a
CG
pretty
to
clever
remember.
way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget
My
about
count's
it so
called
easily.
Spread Eagle. Jesus.
Spread Eagle.
Spread Eagle.
Of course, there's some sort of white liquid on the back of her thigh.
I showed you something so unsightly.
That's just her tears.
How about it? You can't answer, Teruteru.
Can't answer, can you, Teruteru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so. Nagito, say something!
Sorry, I'm distracted with these bagels.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up? Teruteru.
Just give up.
I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
These bagels were delicious, Terry.
What are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer. Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No.
The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears
Why is it
the
neat to see this?
murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet. You understand him? But it's
my
such
God,
a
you should
sad
be here.
defense. This is too cruel. Too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Monomi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon? Then where's the weapon?
Hey,
Weapon,
anybody
huh?
notice the last panel?
It's on the
He had,
knife, right?
mushrooms on
She had
it?
mushrooms crying out the side of her?
Yeah. I
it was,
guess
like,
you didn't know that
depressed.
before, but her distraught sprite has mushrooms growing out of it.
Yeah, it just means she's like depressed or something.
Yeah. Junko had the same thing.
Judging from
Anyways.
Kyakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged
tool that was roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Fine, I got it.
This man's gonna die.
Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Man. Who's man?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters.
I think Vector's
50
right.
centimeters in length.
Discount French.
You are.
Might have been used at the crime scene. Huh? What was that?
Oh.
A skewer. Hangman's Gambit time.
Improve Hangman's Gambit.
Meat splitter.
I'm gonna keep making fun of it.
I completely understand that.
I will keep making fun of it for how much pain it caused me.
I'm sorry.
Prove, they say.
Boom.
God! I don't want them to, like, collide.
Well, if it's the same
Do
level.
it!
Yeah, I know, but, like, it didn't... Yeah, just... I'm waiting for M.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P.
Now, if you don't see the letters, that basically they're giving you all the letters in the word, but they're not the letters that are not in the word.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
Okay.
That's like one big hint about this.
Okay.
But I still hate it.
Okay. So... Oh, wait, so then that's not... It's not meat skewer, because there's no M. Crap. S...
Skin skewer!
Oh, no.
Skewer, I'll take it.
Thin?
Thin? Oh, it could be. Oh, could be. Right. That's a good idea. Thin...
Because I believe I saw a T at one point.
Yeah, I think it could be T. Wait, what? An O? What? Long. What, is it long?
Where's the T?
Where's the trigger?
I'm triggered.
I'll give you the hint if you need it.
Okay.
Check your evidence.
Okay.
Check the list.
Okay.
I don't
Sorry, I
think
was
you
just
can
trying to, I can't press R1 here.
Okay, never mind. Then it's fine.
Long...
Don't worry, I struggle in this.
Iron skewer.
Iron.
No.
Iron!
It doesn't have a T in it. Iron.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Ron. Let me take a dive at it. Oh, it is iron.
I was hoping it was skin.
Skin skewer, dude.
I mean, meat made sense too.
Yeah, but there again, the big hint in here is that if there's like not the letter showing in it, that's
Well, at the speed it's going, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. So.
Yeah, though you can speed it up. It's just that you risk of like a lot of collision.
And it speeds time up too, I think.
Yeah, and then there's a time limit as well.
Go for the W, quick!
Oh, nice save.
Arr, matey!
There we go. Nice job.
I got it.
We'll put Teruteru on a skewer.
Improve hangman
That's
skill.
it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party,
The skewer.
as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teruteru.
You know, that guy. Which of the equipment from their students to be one iron skewer.
Huh, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teruteru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
You motherfucker!
Oh god, he's so many.
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If we had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
That's terrifying.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
I mean, I really not want to litter them.
Also,
Killed.
I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teruteru leave the old building, which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
He might have dropped it and then figured out he could go under.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teruteru, just man up and be straight with us.
Get out of the...
Could also be in the bloody cloth.
True.
Finally nearing to the end.
A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply not listen to what you need to say. It will probably pay you to condemn your classmate, but there's a class trial after all. You need to argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute between you beat down. So this is the disco thing?
Yes, this is the little rhythm thing.
Oh, it's the bullet time. Sorry, the panic talk action.
The panic talk action.
The PTA. We'll shorten it to PTA. The parent teacher association.
Oh my god, please don't.
During PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remark while following the tempo of the song. Okay, match the tempo, left mouse button, and you'll be a lock on opponent's remark. You have a lock on opponent's left mouse button, intercept the lock, and you destroy it.
Okay. Now there's one more thing. You just keep going. Okay. You'll miss it easily. So.
Yeah. Damage, soul shields, okay. Cannot destroy the remark within time limit, you'll end up getting hurt. Escape key. Just focus on pressing the left mouse button, wait for other time for other features. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you have tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, it's the tempo down, so I'm changing the tempo changes. So alter the timing of each button. And so at least let me tell you about the final below. All your opponent's socials, final argument, the 4 words will be displayed on top right of the screen. Corresponds to the WASD key. Press the button in the right order, you'll be able to compose words of your final strike. Huh.
So, what it is like after you beat them in the battle, there'll be words that will pop up, and you have to, you push the buttons in the right order of the words that will spell out the statement of the argument.
Okay. And so instead of choosing the final evidence, it's pointing out the right sentence. Okay, gotcha.
The right phrase for it. Yeah.
To deliver your final strike within time limit, the soul shields will recover. Good luck and have fun.
Have fun.
What the hell you saying, you double cutter hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick? I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to secret find. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty early before the party started, which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere that we couldn't find? Could it have been an unexpected place? Where would it be? Where did he hide such a long iron skewer? Think carefully.
I'm not hiding anything!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
I must reveal to Teruteru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Teruteru, it's you and me, buddy. Let's disco!
Shut up!
Hey!
That's impossible!
I don't know! Shut up! That's
Nonsense!
impossible! Nonsense! Harris Hilton!
Unforgivable!
What?
I don't know!
What?
Nonsense! Shut
And
up!
there's something literally.
That's impossible!
So, it does like the same one.
Nonsense!
Yeah, okay.
Get as many as you can.
Yeah, this is hard to keep track with the circles because they're 3D.
Yeah.
I don't know!
Yeah, that's the
Nonsense!
fine.
There's so much to look at.
Unforgivable!
Just focus on the beat.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Don't
That's
let your
impossible!
ADD go.
Nonsense!
That's our job.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Shut up!
Okay.
Where would the weapon be?
Meat, bone, on.
That's impossible!
Meat on the bone.
Meat, okay. Okay, I thought it would show me more options after I got that. Okay, gotcha.
Wow! Actually, that makes sense.
I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! Where would the weapon be?
There we are. Okay.
This is the end!
Take my Gias.
My Gias.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone? What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's
Not
what
really.
Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
I'm hungry. I mean, it seems there's no dangerous items like the scourge and colossal eater inside the power of food.
That appears to be the case.
Indeed.
I wouldn't have known what to do if he said the fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
Oh,
Using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monomi, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole
That's my
thing.
kid.
Wait, but doesn't that mean that he would have stabbed Byakuya and then put it back inside and she just was eating bits of
his bones
Byakuya?
are hollow.
Oh, the bone. Oh, he put it in the hollow bone. Okay, gotcha.
Wait, now hold on a second.
Okay, then he stabbed it into the
Time
meat. Okay.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
I forgot the bones were hollow.
About that.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here. I'm already eating it.
A bear that eats
He's
meat!
taking my food.
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
That's pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy!
Damn it!
Yummy.
That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life.
What's a strange
The
sight?
taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My, there's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Oh my god.
Hey, see?
Is that an iron skewer?
Check it out.
Galileo?
The handle looks like it's made of bone. pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe to
Byakuya.
As expected of Teruteru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong! I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Wow!
I love her.
He has so much balls.
Okay.
Okay.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first.
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Literally, the short version of Sakura.
Go over the entire incident.
What the heck?
Yeah.
And then I can prove Teruteru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
We need to do it?
Okay. One feature to bring
Do
over
it
the closing
tonight.
argument. Excuse me. In this phase, we have a complete summary of the case. Produce order of events in the case of comic book. Reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination. So there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where the pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comment using the truth panels provided. 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels to play them with incorrect ones. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, you have to switch to a new set. Oh boy. Fill all the holes will clear the challenge. This is something you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps. Once you fill some in, it will become much simpler. For those of you who play previous games, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, playing and solving closing argument, there's a certain trick. If you move the reticle onto the gaps on each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it will display a hint as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Closing argument.
Closing argument.
Honestly, this is like a better version of the closing argument.
This is a better version?
Yeah.
Sorry. He's so cute. Okay.
Get tactical, meringues!
Okay, at this point... okay.
So as I say, these are like a set, so you gotta pick out the right ones and put it somewhere.
Okay, gotcha. Nope. This is about around 11:30. Oh no. So this one set can go to other people. Okay. So I'm like, okay. First off. Okay, so 11:30 here. Turn on a blackout occurred. Byakuya digs in. Gets his goggles. And he attempts to grab for the knife. Oh, okay. I should think about this again. And then to change, I want to change set. Oh, okay. I guess I can't change the set.
No, you change the set when you get every right one.
Okay.
Like the right. Yeah.
Okay. Who did we have first? Oh, okay. We'll start another two. There we go. Okay. conditioner. Yeah. Oh, the air conditioner, yeah.
Stuck thing!
Last stop. Okay, Ibuki heard. Killer closed the fire door. Killer with that. And then finally, Nagito hiding out of the table.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Peeky.
Congratulations, you.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started.
It was kind of peaky.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway.
Such a dignified position.
Yeah, freaking both Nekomaru and Peko and like, that's just so funny.
But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion.
Peko just quietly under breath. Shit.
Like,
shit.
They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles.
He just squishes him.
Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that... The killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move.
Shadow figure.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teruteru Hanamura?
No!
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone.
Mistake, you say?
Would never.
No, that.
It seems this is the end.
Wow. I feel really bad.
I do feel really bad, but he killed Byakuya. We have no choice. B.
I think the reason you got a B is because you took a long time with the choosing the words for the iron skewer.
Yeah, that was on me.
It's okay.
Before we continue, can I go to the restroom fast?
Yes.
No.
Why are you asking permission?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Just do it.
We'll be right back.
Loser. Loser. Loser.
I really can't believe our kid almost ate that food.
I know, right? Wow.
I mean, I guess she's not afraid of blood.
Is someone... I can't do it this voice.
Hello? Blood?
I'm sorry. Blood is not here. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello? Blood, Soma?
What the hell did I...
You're so moist and warm.
Is this cell? Is that work?
Yeah.
Oof.
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 I'll also use the restroom. Be right back.
Restroom?
Bye, Slanesh.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, too cool.
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah.
done diddly started making a new model.
Nice.
You want to see it?
Is it a boy? Or a
It is Goyel.
He's a ghoul. Okay.
It's Goyel.
Skrill. Okay.
It's small Goyel.
Sure.
Okay. I gotta take a picture. Oofta! Okay, I sent it. Tell me if
Okay.
you can notice what's different about her. And don't say the elf ears because my last one had elf ears.
Smelf gears.
Wow.
Dark elf gears.
No,
It's cool. I like the boots.
you're wrong. Yeah, Doc Martens.
Okay, fine. I don't like the boots since I'm wrong.
Doc Martens are my thing, homie.
My God.
Wow.
Bruh.
Wow.
What are you laughing at?
Wow.
Alright. Shut
That's all
up,
the-
cat. Spray you.
No.
Or better, I'll spray and spade you.
Ah. Does that mean I can't breathe?
That was precious.
I do not know what he is referring to.
I also am not sure. Normal elfers.
Smelf gears.
Fuck is my shit.
I don't know. Probably.
Don't say it.
E.
Stop it.
He's not gonna stop.
Okay. Tell me if you can notice the difference now. Whiskey! Here, I'm gonna show you my model that I was making.
It's a mustache.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay,
So
what
it's like.
Is for yourself?
Yeah.
It looks.
you?
Yeah.
Are you making like an elf character?
So I already have an elf character, but I decided that I wanted to keep using the elf ears on her. So fun thing, if you open her mouth, she is a vampire.
I'm back.
Understandable.
And the reason why she has golden eyes,
Experience.
because she's a vampire, as opposed to red eyes.
Oh,
Do I hear neutral?
yeah, that is me. I am back. Sorry.
Do you want to see the avatar that I was making?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Say no to Slanesh.
No. Take it.
Not today, Kings.
Ooh,
Not today.
that is really cute. I love the simplicity of it. I love
I
that
am
outfit.
ready for this spin.
I actually made the thigh texture for her stockings.
Ooh, very nice. It looks really good. I really like it.
Wow.
Okay, please don't let this dungeon suck. Please don't let this dungeon suck.
Suck. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh god damn it! All the hell! It's the last one.
Hello.
Alright, if everyone's ready to continue, I finished this
I'm
part.
ready.
Okay.
Shutting up.
I don't have the heart to watch Teruteru be executed. It just.
I have to see if my work is
It looks
done.
like your argument has come to a close. I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier!
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
high-throbbing island vacation.
Monokuma.
Please vote Nagito. Oh no!
It's my boy.
Well, I guess.
Okay, here we go.
Piece of shit.
Voicing time.
Correct!
Correct! That's right. This time, the black and responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teruteru. Okay.
He's the same last name as Yosuke from Persona. That bothers me.
No.
You.
Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? What? Why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you.
Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean?
Excuse me. I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party. And then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall. When I peeked over there, I saw him.
Yep.
I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table.
No.
I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. And I saw him place the irons he brought in the storage room, and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time.
Sorry, that's a half bagel I'm wearing.
So I questioned him.
When that happened, he...
You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught.
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming?
I'm planning to kill someone, of course.
Huh?
Teruteru, just to let you know, it's pointless for you to stop. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I never give up. Whether tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just...
I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my evil. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying?
I love everyone here. That's why I want to be good of use to them. I love all the Ultimates, and I admire them for being the symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want to lose against something like that, like killing. I wanted to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how dark and despair they face, Stacy. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
Well, what are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
I see. Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you become stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone hope you become. Right? I want to see the brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. I am a terrible bagel hope that can overcome any kind of state.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding?
No, Josh.
Don't tell me. You're actually serious.
Yeah.
Man.
You don't understand. That's fine. I'm just upset, so it's all that. This love and light is unrequired. Suppose I can recall the ultimate finale.
No way!
There's something wrong with you.
Really? You really think so? So you think there's something wrong with me?
Hey!
But isn't that what love is? What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain to me! I don't understand anything about the story at all.
See?
If you have a favorite boxer, don't you want to fight them against a strong opponent in you?
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that.
What?
Am I wrong? It's given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become. No. For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy. For worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to even a higher level.
Amazing!
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as yourself can become that trial. There's no point in someone who survives. It's far more insignificant for me to die on this trial.
Great!
There's no greater honor than to become the foundation so that your values may ascend to great life.
What's going on?
Stop. You're starting to get me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun?
It's easy, Mark. It's not the same as killing for fun, but I guess it'll look the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die.
Is that why you didn't mind when Teruteru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Perhaps that was intentional too.
Huh?
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it would be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teruteru? You expected to pique Teruteru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex.
Well... you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about this secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What? That was your doing as well?
You're right.
I just casually mentioned, oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so here, take this on your adventure. I mean, don't get too
He had pure intentions, but he still wanted to kill somebody in the end. He didn't warn us.
Hey!
This dude is seriously bad, beautiful, crazy, insane.
That's right! That's why I tried to stop him, you know.
However...
But why? Did you kill Byakuya instead?
I don't know! Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why! I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there!
Whoa!
But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him.
Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then, in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he?
Don't worry. As long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone come. Leave to me.
I will guide you all.
That, I promise much.
In order to keep that promise?
As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
And so, Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife?
I see. Fat Man is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair.
What?
But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be? You knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course, I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
I never expected it would turn out something like this. I would never thought I'd be the one to arrive. But since it wasn't my life that had been saved, I didn't want just to waste it. Oh, excuse me. So that's why I decided to help Teruteru.
What? Why?
Because Teruteru decided to commit this crime, because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought that might be the hope that could defeat any despair. For me to confirm, I decided to help Teruteru.
What did you mean confirm? Just stop it already.
Well...
Plus I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teruteru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but in the end, he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know. I left him in the confused state that this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our group to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. This is why I decided to help him. I told him I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right?
Man.
In the end, my help wasn't just enough, and this turned out to be the bad ending for Teruteru. But you should be proud of yourselves. You will not die in vain. I'm giving you 2. Giving you none.
Great!
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it, Aaron. I'm going to go crazy just listening to you.
Hey! Is it really okay for us to to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off?
Kill? He said, high school students are so violent these days. One person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teruteru.
What's the matter?
Oh. You didn't forget, right? Because I told you at the beginning, right? If the black hero loses, a fun punishment awaits.
Wait!
Oh, hold on!
No.
That was, how should I put it? An accident! An act of self-defense! Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's moida.
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments? Extenuating circumstances? Or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims.
That's not...
Hey!
Hey! Save me, you guys! I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest, after learning about Nagito's plans, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plans, right? That's what you thought, right?
What's wrong?
You're wrong!
No, I'm white. I'm black. There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everyone else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No.
That is...
Teru!
Why?
You only didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive.
Answer me!
Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru!
I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope Peak Academy and come home.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going now.
Oh.
When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner.
Oh, hi Leslie. We're
playing
now.
Danganronpa right now. I hope you're having
How are
a good
you?
evening. How are you?
Okay.
Glad to hear that. Feel free to
Hello there.
watch us while we're doing this. We're finishing up.
Yeah, hey guys. Let's continue.
Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. even though she's sick and alone, and she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Don't let you. But if we were told our members were stolen, and that several years have passed since the first day,
Hey!
then what happened to the Hanamura diner? What happened to my mom, who's still waiting?
So, you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
Oh, bye, Leslie. Nice. You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
The paranoia.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teruteru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I do.
It's not that Teruteru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it, he needed to deny it. Damn it! If I only knew how he felt, something like this would never have happened.
I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito was playing.
Yeah.
I found out he was going to kill someone. If I had left him alone, that's why.
Fine.
So you wanted to kill first, jeez.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you guys.
I'm sorry too.
Doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. See,
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru.
I see. Interesting. Definitely.
Please don't do it. Don't do it.
We're doing it. As far as mothers to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is kind of poor.
What?
So...
Yahoo! You see, there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
No, you can't!
Jeez, get out of my way!
what?
Ow!
Well now.
Anyways. Yes. There. Now that annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait!
Ivy.
Cool. Alright, let's do this.
Hold
I'm
on
just
a
watching, sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Teruteru Hanamura, the ultimate
Hey!
Call me Chef! No, wait, that's not...
Please!
Please tell me at least, what happened to the Hanamura diner? To Mama?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Mama!
That's messed up, Vector.
Anyways, let's get. Oh, time to die.
Game over, man! Game over!
Anyways, what the stars? Oh, let's keep that.
Help me, guys!
Okay, whatever. Yes.
Oh
God.
Oh. Whoa.
Well, okay. There's more. Yeah, this.
Oh my freaking god. No! Oh, that's so bad!
Is it me or is it getting a little hot?
Oh no!
This is how you deep fry turkey.
Oh my.
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme.
Oh god, that
I'm
is
hungry
so
for fight
bad.
territory now.
Yeah!
Yeah, the adrenaline is rushing through me.
Damn it!
So yeah, Vector, this is Danganronpa.
Dango bongo.
Dingle your dingle.
Are you literally? Are you serious? Ugh.
How cruel.
What?
Did
you do something so cruel?
What?
Did you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, teacher writes it in. No, and it's whoever badmouthed you in front of the whole place.
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to badmouth. That same applies for murders.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it!
So cruel.
Nice!
This is just too cruel.
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule, after all.
What rules? You're the one who's breaking the rules!
I can't just let that slide. What do you...
When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something?
However, there's a catch.
Don't tell me. The catch is...
Figured out yet? That's right. You guys gotta kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys wanna know, right? You want to know your school memories return, right? Then you better start killing. Less penny for your thoughts, a murder for your memories. A moida.
Why didn't you tell Teruteru about his mom or his diner? He had the right to know.
You...
Yeah! Us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey! Hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier? You mentioned our school memories.
Oh, yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began.
You're gonna do it? By telling them it's kind of...
But I never told you guys I'd tell you right away.
What?
Not fair. That's not fair.
Of course!
Of course I'll keep my promise to return your your memory someday. But still, it's not clear when that somebody will actually be. Sunday. Whoa.
Someday. I must excuse myself as well. There is something I need to do.
Huh?
What the hecky?
So cruel!
That's not fair! They both ran away!
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Teruteru, you baka.
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. A serious, tragic ending. Despair. But still, at a time like this, as a symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
You. Why are you smiling?
How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
No. The half bagel. Anyways, hold on. I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you I love you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. The ultimate to inspire hope in your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy shit. I'll fucking kill you.
Please, kill me anytime.
What?
If you hate me, I don't need to kill you. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone like me?
Yeah, who is absolutely hope can be born from that. Then my life is nothing special.
I know, I'm typing something.
You! How messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure to discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer.
Are you seriously intending on helping the killer?
It's not really that big of a deal. If your student's supposed to be family, if you're the student supposed to possess the chosen talent.
Great!
Then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend! Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey! Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him.
Well, I don't mind taking me. I'm actually, in actuality, thanks to Chiaki, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you. One after the other. Despacito. I just
You pissed me off.
Hey, can I punch you? I just won't be satisfied till I punch you.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Let's stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time. If we keep dealing with him.
What?
Even Hajime hates me.
How unfortunate.
That stinks. I thought you and I were quite similar.
What does that?
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling towards those two again. Just like you.
Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how can you say you're not? All I can say is no. You don't know anything about each other's extreme nature. No, if it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves. Especially for you, right? Someone who can even remember his talent is...
Akane, please feel free to punch him.
Will do!
Wait!
Oh, hold on.
Stop!
Please stop this at once. Nothing will come from fighting like this. There's something else we must do.
Huh?
Something else.
We must eat Teruteru.
Please listen.
Delicious.
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is...
Do our best.
You fiend.
Hello? Well?
We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry.
I am sorry. If only I was a better motivational speaker.
No, that really touched my heart. Doki doki. Totally right. What we need to do right now is our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is right.
Yodelay.
But what do we have to work hard at?
I do not know, but we must do our best.
Jeez.
Jeez. I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So, let's do our best. Let's make sure killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option. There's no way out doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best for now.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we are not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow.
Damn fiend! I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and Vector says Jotaro.
That's true.
Bring back the buff thick tsundere, please.
Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again. Even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. And we continued to say it over and over again without stopping.
They're not meaningless words if you gotta shit.
Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teruteru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages.
And no, this is not set in the Elder Scrolls, if that's what you're thinking.
Dawn.
After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. Gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no real reason. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was. The night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
Wow. Whoa, what is that? Oh, somebody's calling me. Give me a second.
Days left. 19. Up the frick.
20 days remaining. Chapter 1. Destination Despair.
Well, he didn't pause that, so... Just gonna...
Surviving students. 14. To be continued.
Dango bongos. Between the 3-star badge. Team 3 stars.
So, are we gonna get life fiber jackets now?
Yes. Yes, this is what exactly I thought of when I was playing this game.
I'm ready.
As long as I get Mako's jacket, I'm all cool.
Dude, that'd be great. Anyways, what's your guys' opinions on the first chapter besides Vector, who wasn't really here out of the...
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Renai, you there?
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion about it?
I already knew what was gonna happen.
Because you spoiled.
I did not.
That's their standability.
Premonition.
It was a foregone conclusion.
And here comes neutral.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, we noticed. You also got a 3-star jacket while you're gone.
Oh, a 3-star badge.
I'm kidding.
A
but you
3-star
got
jacket,
3
gosh
stars.
darn it. Wait, did something skip?
No. it's
so...
basically-
Okay.
That's just the last thing it says. It's like the bond that says 19 days left.
Okay. Oh boy.
The clock that says 19 days left.
I'm gonna call it a bomb because it
Looks like a bomb.
It does look like a bomb.
It's menacing.
It is.
Alright, you guys, I am gonna go bed.
Good night, Renai.
Good night,
We'll see you
Renai.
later.
When do you guys want to do the next Dongle Bongles?
We can do it. I don't know. Weekend sounds good for you.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
neutral's off.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
So tomorrow,
I mean, it's up to
evening,
you guys.
if that's okay.
I'd be down for tomorrow evening.
I mean, usually have nothing going
Tomorrow,
on.
I get off at 7:30 again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be home the same time that I was tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Alright. I'm glad we were able to do this, Renai. Have a great night.
Good night, friends. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So anyway, if you want to explain to Vector what Danganronpa is,
Yes. Let me just save out of the game and then I will.
that's a good idea.
Oh, is it a stick?
You obtained a present.
A wooden stick. Okay.
It's a deco stick.
The ultimate weapon.
For a long time, human.
Nope.
Nope. Skip it.
Okay.